My guest today has devoted his life to teaching children about the important role that Christianity has played in the development of our country and indeed the world. Welcome, Graham. Lovely to have you.
Thank you, Keith. Appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, look, you're the head of DIDUNO. Tell us what DIDUNO is all about.
DIDUNO is about helping our children understand that many of our forebears have done who are Christian folk, have done some wonderful things in the development of this country and, as you said, around the world. And here in Australia, education, the trade union movement, the Labor Party, the First Bank, our law, our constitution, all of these institutions or organisations were basically put together with people who are people of faith. So they had a Christian connection, a Christian content in the ethos of them putting those stories together.
And that can't be denied, can it? It's there, it's written in history.
It's history, it's history. And this is where I think, sadly, it's been taken out of our schools because there's, I'm not understanding all the reasons why, but for some reason we're not allowed to talk about the most well-known person in world history. You Google it in and it comes up as Jesus. And so this Jesus has been a part of the world scene for over 2,000 years, has impacted so many lives, not only in Australia, but in other parts of the world as well.
So that being the situation, we'd like to be able to change everybody's view in Canberra and around the world. We can't always do that.
No,
but what we can do is we can present stories and we can present pictures that awaken people to things they didn't know, can't we?
We certainly can. And I think the other important thing that comes out of what we're doing is that we actually give children role models. If you take a step back and you're an 8-year-old child, you look around, what are the role models that they're presented with? Well, they're not all that healthy. But when they start and read about people like John Cadbury from Cadbury Chocolate, the things he did, David Jones from here in Australia, then they've got role models. They can see why people do these things. John Flynn, who started the Royal Flying Doctor Service.
Do you know, I've got a feeling it's not even now this... We're now 2 and 3 generations back, aren't we, that we're having to deal with the people who are not even aware of these people, you know. When I think of John Flynn, you don't only think of flying doctors, you think of frontier services, you think of the means of being able to teach over the air by those machines. It's phenomenal stories, aren't they, of people?
Incredible stories. And you know, even Sir Robert Menzies, the former Prime Minister, said, you know, we have no idea what debt we owe to somebody like John Flynn for opening up the outback. And you're right. Even the gentleman, Stuart Traeger, who invented the pedal radio.
Yes.
I mean, that just contributed to opening up the whole of Australia in a way that had never ever been seen before. So
how are these stories working, and what are you doing to tell these stories?
Well, what we're doing, we write the stories and then we send them out one a month, and we encourage people to sign up on our website. They're all for free. And we want parents...
So just remind me, people, if they're interested in this, they can go on your website and sign up and receive these stories.
Yeah, they can sign up and receive the stories. We send out one a month. We've just recently sent out the story of Father's Day. You know, Father's Day is very much a Christian construct.
And on our screen now, we've just seen pictures of the $20 note and all that. Tell us about those things.
Yeah, well, you know, again, on many of much of our currency, we have these Christian people. On our $20 note, we have the Reverend John Flynn and his story. On the $50 note, we have David Unipin, an Aboriginal man who actually trained and taught the clergy how the dreaming time and the Bible came together.
Sure.
So he did all those things, you know. And then we will in the next couple of weeks be releasing the story of Banjo Patterson, who's on our $10 note. And that story will come out roughly when the new $10 note's going to be released. And so we'll have the story about him and how he was involved, his Christian connection, how he was so involved in the in the
and people don't choose them because they're Christian. They choose them because they've made such a big impact on our community.
Exactly.
But as a matter of fact, they are Christian, you know, and that's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, but as I say, and so these are the role models that we want to present to children, and we give them to parents. Hopefully, parents can take and go, whoa, you know, we can tell this story to our children about these people.
Graham, we wish you well with this because it's a great project.